Abraham Lincoln's story is the story of America. It is a tale of humble beginnings, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of a better future. His life encapsulates the essence of the American dream, where anyone, regardless of their starting point, can rise to greatness through hard work and determination. He was born in a log cabin, a simple dwelling that spoke to the rugged spirit of the frontier. This modest home, built from the very land it stood on, was a testament to the resilience and resourcefulness of the early settler. It was in this environment that Lincoln's character was first shaped, surrounded by the raw beauty and harsh realities of frontier life. Kentucky in 1809 was a land of vast potential, a place where hard work could carve a path to a better life. The rolling hills and fertile soil offered opportunities for those willing to toil and persevere. It was a place where dreams could be planted and, with enough effort, could grow into reality. The spirit of the land mirrored the spirit of its people, tenacious, hopeful, and ever striving for more.
My parents, Thomas and Nancy, were hard-working farmers. They were the backbone of our family, embodying the virtues of diligence and perseverance. Their hands were calloused from years of labor, yet their hearts were full of hope and determination. They taught me the value of hard work, the importance of integrity, and the necessity of education, even when formal schooling was a luxury we could scarcely afford. They faced hardship and uncertainty, but they instilled in me a deep respect for honesty, integrity, and the value of education. Life on the farm was not easy. It was a constant struggle against the elements and the land. Yet, it was in this crucible of hardship that I learned the most valuable lessons that would guide me throughout my life. My parents' unwavering commitment to these values laid the foundation for my future endeavors.
Though formal schooling was scarce, Lincoln possessed an insatiable thirst for knowledge. In a time when education was a rare privilege, he sought out every opportunity to learn. His curiosity knew no bounds, and he was determined to educate himself. No matter the obstacles, this relentless pursuit of knowledge would become a defining characteristic of his life. He devoured every book he could borrow, teaching himself through the power of his own determination. Books became his window to the world, offering insights and wisdom far beyond the confines of his rural upbringing. Each page he turned was a step towards a broader understanding of the world and his place in it. His self-education was a testament to his unwavering resolve and intellectual curiosity. He read by candlelight, often late into the night, absorbing the words of Shakespeare, the Bible, and the great thinkers of the past. These late-night study sessions were more than just a quest for knowledge. They were a journey into the minds of history's greatest figures. Through their words, he found inspiration, guidance, and a sense of connection to the broader human experience. This nightly ritual of reading and reflection would shape his thoughts and ideals for years to come.
These early experiences shaped my character, fueling my ambition and igniting my passion for justice and equality. The lessons I learned from my parents, the books I read, and the challenges I faced all contributed to a growing sense of purpose. I began to see the world not just as it was, but as it could be, a place where fairness and equality were not just ideals, but realities. This vision would drive me forward, guiding my actions and decisions throughout my life.
Lincoln's childhood was marked by both struggle and resilience. The hardships he faced were numerous, but each one served to strengthen his resolve. From the back-breaking labor of farm life to the emotional toll of personal loss, every challenge was a lesson in endurance and perseverance. These early trials were the crucible in which his character was forged, preparing him for the greater challenges that lay ahead. The loss of his mother at a young age left an indelible mark on him. Her passing was a profound and painful experience, one that would shape his outlook on life and death. Yet even in this sorrow, he found strength. The memory of his mother became a source of inspiration, a reminder of the love and values she'd instilled in him. Her influence would continue to guide him, even in her absence. He learned to persevere through adversity, drawing strength from his family and his unwavering belief in the power of the human spirit. The support of his family was a constant source of comfort and encouragement, helping him to navigate the many challenges he faced. Their collective resilience and determination were a testament to the strength of the human spirit, a strength that Lincoln would carry with him throughout his life. These early trials forged within him a deep empathy for the struggles of ordinary people, a quality that would later define his leadership. He understood the hardships of life on the frontier, the pain of loss, and the value of perseverance. This empathy would become a cornerstone of his leadership, guiding his decisions and actions as he sought to create a more just and equitable society. His humble beginnings in Kentucky were not just the start of his story, but the foundation of his enduring legacy. In 1816, the Lincoln family moved to Indiana, seeking new opportunities on the expanding American frontier. The journey was arduous, filled with uncertainty and hope. They left behind the familiar comforts of Kentucky, driven by the promise of fertile land and a fresh start. The American frontier was a place of both peril and potential, where families like the Lincolns could carve out a new life through sheer determination and hard work. Life in Indiana was demanding. The dense forests and untamed wilderness presented constant challenges. Every day was a test of endurance and resilience. The Lincolns had to clear the land, build their home, and cultivate crops, all while facing the harsh realities of frontier life. The winters were particularly brutal, with freezing temperatures and scarce resources making survival a daily struggle. The wilderness tested their resolve. It was a place where only the strong and resourceful could thrive. The Lincolns, like many pioneer families, had to rely on their wits and each other to overcome the myriad obstacles they faced. From wild animals to unpredictable weather, every day brought new trials that demanded courage and perseverance.
I toiled alongside my father, clearing land, planting crops, and building a life for ourselves. The work was grueling, but it instilled in me a sense of purpose and responsibility. Each tree we felled and each seed we planted was a step towards creating a home and a future. The bond I shared with my father during these times was forged in the fires of hard labor and mutual respect. My strong work ethic and physical strength became legendary. Neighbors would often speak of my ability to split logs with a single swing of the axe or plow a field from dawn till dusk without tiring. These tales, though perhaps exaggerated, were a testament to the relentless effort and determination that defined my youth. I was known for my honesty and fairness, earning the nickname Honest Abe among those who knew me. This reputation was not just a matter of personal pride, but a reflection of the values my family instilled in me. In a world where trust was a rare commodity, being known as someone who could be relied upon was invaluable.
Despite the demands of frontier life, Lincoln never abandoned his pursuit of knowledge. The rugged environment did not deter his intellectual curiosity. He would often be found reading by the light of the fireplace after a long day of labor. His thirst for learning was insatiable, and he sought out every opportunity to expand his mind. He continued to read voraciously, borrowing books from neighbors and walking miles to attend debates and lectures. These books were his window to the wider world, offering insights into history, philosophy, and law. The debates and lectures he attended were not just educational, but also a source of inspiration. Fueling his desire to make a difference in the world, he developed a love for language and a talent for storytelling, captivating listeners with his wit and folksy charm. His ability to weave a narrative and engage an audience became one of his most powerful tools. Whether in a small gathering or a larger public forum, his words had the power to move people and convey complex ideas in a relatable manner.
These skills would serve me well in my later years, allowing me to connect with people from all walks of life. Whether speaking to a group of farmers or addressing a room full of politicians, my ability to communicate effectively and empathetically was crucial. It helped me build bridges and find common ground, even in the most challenging of circumstances.
The Indiana years were a time of tremendous growth for Lincoln. It was during this period that he began to shape his identity and his future. The experiences he had and the lessons he learned in the rugged frontier environment were foundational to his character and his later achievements. He began to develop his own political views, influenced by his readings and his observations of the world around him. The books he read introduced him to new ideas and perspectives, while his daily interactions with people from different backgrounds provided practical insights into the human condition. These formative experiences were crucial in shaping his vision for a just and equitable society. He witnessed firsthand the evils of slavery, a practice he found morally abhorrent. The sight of human beings in bondage left an indelible mark on his conscience. It was a stark reminder of the injustices that existed in the world and fueled his determination to fight for change. These experiences planted the seeds of his lifelong commitment to fighting for justice and equality for all. The values of fairness and integrity that he held dear were not just personal virtues, but guiding principles that would define his public life. His journey from the Indiana frontier to the highest office in the land was driven by an unwavering belief in the possibility of a better, more just world. In 1830, at the age of 21, Lincoln set out on his own. This was a significant moment in his life, marking the beginning of a journey that would eventually lead him to become one of the most revered figures in American history. Leaving his family behind, he ventured into the unknown, driven by a desire to carve out his own path and make a name for himself. He moved to Illinois, a state brimming with opportunity and ambition. Illinois was a land of promise, a place where dreams could be realized and fortunes made. The young Lincoln saw in Illinois a chance to reinvent himself, to rise above his humble beginnings and achieve something greater. The state's burgeoning economy and expanding frontier offered endless possibilities for a young man with vision and determination. He worked as a storekeeper, postmaster, and even served as a captain in the Black Hawk War. Each of these roles provided him with valuable experiences and insights. As a storekeeper, he learned the importance of hard work and customer service. As a postmaster, he gained a deeper understanding of the community and its needs. And as a captain in the Black Hawk War, he developed leadership skills and a sense of duty and responsibility. These experiences broadened his horizons, exposing him to the diversity of American life and the complexities of governance. He met people from all walks of life, each with their own stories and struggles. This exposure helped shape his views on society and justice, and it fueled his desire to make a positive impact on the world around him. Throughout these various pursuits, I felt drawn to the law. The law represented a way to bring order to the chaos, to ensure that everyone, regardless of their background, had a fair chance. It was a noble profession, one that required intellect, integrity, and a commitment to justice.
I believed it offered a path to make a real difference in the lives of others. The law was not just a career, it was a calling. It was a way to stand up for what was right, to defend the defenseless, and to ensure that justice was served. I was determined to become a lawyer, no matter the obstacles. I taught myself law by studying borrowed law books. In those days, formal legal education was not as accessible as it is today. I had to rely on my own determination and resourcefulness. I borrowed books from anyone who would lend them to me, and I spent countless hours reading and studying, often by the light of a single candle. My dedication and natural aptitude for legal reasoning impressed those around me. People began to take notice of my efforts and my growing knowledge of the law. They saw in me a young man with potential, someone who could make a real difference in the legal field. In 1836, after years of self-study, he passed the bar exam and began practicing law in Springfield, Illinois. This was a monumental achievement, a testament to his hard work and perseverance. Springfield would become the backdrop for his burgeoning legal career, a place where he would hone his skills and build his reputation.
As a lawyer, Lincoln earned a reputation for his honesty, integrity, and sharp legal mind. He was known for his unwavering commitment to justice and his ability to see the bigger picture. His clients trusted him implicitly, knowing that he would always act in their best interests. He represented clients from all walks of life, from farmers to businessmen to railroad companies. His diverse clientele reflected his belief that everyone deserved fair representation, regardless of their social or economic status. He took on cases that others might have deemed unimportant, always striving to ensure that justice was served. I was known for my ability to connect with juries, using my storytelling skills and homespun wisdom to present compelling arguments. My ability to relate to ordinary people and to communicate complex legal concepts in a way that was easy to understand made me a formidable advocate in the courtroom.
The courtroom became my training ground, honing my skills in debate, persuasion, and the art of finding common ground. Each case was a new challenge, a new opportunity to learn and grow. I relished the intellectual rigor of legal work and the satisfaction of helping my clients achieve justice. The law was more than just a profession for me. It was a way to make a meaningful impact on the world. Through my work, I sought to uphold the principles of fairness and equality, to ensure that everyone had a voice and that justice was accessible to all. The courtroom became my training ground, honing my skills in debate, persuasion, and the art of finding common ground. Each case was a new challenge, a new opportunity to learn and grow. I relished the intellectual rigor of legal work and the satisfaction of helping my clients achieve justice. Lincoln's legal career provided him a platform to address the growing national debate over slavery. He believed that slavery was a moral abomination, a stain on the soul of America.
He defended runaway slaves and challenged the Fugitive Slave Act, arguing that it violated the fundamental principles of human freedom. His eloquence and moral clarity drew attention from across the state.
He became a sought-after speaker, captivating audiences with his powerful speeches that condemned slavery as a moral evil. Lincoln's words resonated with those who shared his belief in the equality of all men. They saw in him a leader who possessed both the intellect and the compassion to guide the nation through a time of growing division.
As Lincoln's reputation grew, so too did his political ambitions. He served in the Illinois legislature and the U.S. House of Representatives, where he continued to challenge the expansion of slavery. He believed that America could not survive as a nation half slave and half free. His unwavering stance on this issue set him on a collision course with the pro-slavery forces of the South.
The 1850s were a tumultuous decade in American history. The issue of slavery had pushed the nation to the brink of civil war. Lincoln emerged as a leading voice against the expansion of slavery.
He joined the newly formed Republican Party, a party dedicated to preventing the spread of slavery into the territories. In 1858, Lincoln ran for the U.S. Senate against Stephen Douglas, the incumbent Democrat. The Lincoln-Douglas debates became legendary. They were a battle of ideas, a clash between two opposing visions for the future of America.
Lincoln argued that slavery was a moral wrong that must be contained and ultimately abolished. Douglas, on the other hand, advocated for popular sovereignty, allowing residents of each territory to decide whether or not to allow slavery.
Though Lincoln lost the election, the debates catapulted him to national prominence. His clear moral voice, his sharp intellect, and his unwavering commitment to the principles of equality had captured the attention of the nation. He had become a symbol of hope for those who believed in the promise of a united and free America. Narrator, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content.